Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to another unit review, and today is a very exciting review because I will be reviewing our third and latest Gala unit, Mym. She's a very popular character and she's someone that most players have been waiting for a while to become a playable character. Thankfully, she's very good and definitely one of the top 5 characters in this game right now, at least in my opinion. That of course should be of no surprise because she is indeed a Gala unit. Let us take a look at her kit and see what she brings to the table. Mym is our first non 3-star Flame Lance. Elaine was the sole and lonely Flame Lancer before Mym. Remember that we are getting the Wukong Journey to the West raid coming up, and in that event we're getting Zhuangzhang, who is a 4-star Fire Lance freebie, so a lot of love for Flame Lancers right now. They aren't really needed right now during this time, but they're nice additions to kind of like fill in the gap in case we do need them for their HP co-ability for future win content. I wouldn't be surprised if that co-ability will be needed for Nightmare win-based squad raids, considering that the endgame content for this game revolves around DPS racing or just survivability. Mym will be an excellent character for both worlds because her kit is all about filling her dragon gauge and transforming into a dragon. She's able to transform more times compared to the normal character, and that means she's going to be able to output great damage. Additionally, being able to transform into a dragon earlier and more often makes her more tankier in a way because dragons can soak and survive big damage attacks such as high dragon chasers and pillars without requiring the help from others. She's also pretty good in human form, so let's take a look at her skills. Unfortunately, the damage modifiers on the wiki has not been updated yet, so I won't have them displayed for any of her skills. Dragon Claws is her S1. It has a total cost of 2,914 SP, which is slightly higher than the average, but considering how fast lances generate SP, the cost shouldn't be an issue. The animation and speed on this attack is absolutely perfect. The hitbox is not only long and reaches great distance, but it also covers a good amount of area around Mym. This makes it great versus both single and multi-target foes. It's also great for iframing. Now the effect of Dragon Claws is important. I think it's the focal point of her entire kit. It raises her dragon gauge if the attack connects. It doesn't grant a big portion of dragon gauge, but it does add up over time, and her S1 is actually pretty spammable, assuming that we're talking about a nearly maxed out Mym. I played around with Mym in High Dragon Trials a bunch of times, and it seems like she can fill her dragon gauge meter once every about 40 to 60 seconds, at least for that particular fight. Obviously she'll fill her dragon gauge quicker in the middle of that fight because of the break, so let's say 50 seconds on average. Jaime Guard is a 5-minute fight, therefore she can transform about 4 to 5 times. Normally units are only able to transform 2 times on average in that fight, so that really goes to show how potent Dragon Claws is. Being able to transform multiple times and at a faster rate could be valuable for future endgame content. And the reason why it may be valuable is because the purpose of Dragon Form isn't only just for damage. You can use Dragon Form as a way to tank big damage unavoidable attacks that human form has a hard time surviving. An example would be the pillar or chaser move that high dragons do, or the waterfall attack that high mercury does. If there's more of those type of moves implemented in future endgame win fights, then Mym will excel in those fights. Flames of Passion is her skill 2. 5,736 SP, and when activated she shoots out like a laser beam. Very fast animations, good range directly in front of her, but it doesn't cover much area around her. It does make her float in the air a little bit, but it doesn't look like it puts her high enough to make a reliable move to dodge grounded purple attacks. Flames of Passion is purely a damage skill, it has no effect. What's special about it though is that it can get upgraded and gain increased damage after Mym's first dragon transformation, and that's part of her first ability's effects, so let's just cover her abilities while we're at it. Ability 1 is Flame Worm's Nature. It gives Mym 100% resistance to burn, which is interesting. Not really sure how useful that would be considering that fire foes afflict burn. Like, I wouldn't recommend bringing Mym to high Brunhilde trials, but it is doable. Anyways, she's always going to transform into Brunhilde regardless of what dragon is equipped. After the first transformation, she's granted 15% strength for the remainder of the quest, and her skill 2 will receive increased damage. 15% strength after just one transformation is really good considering how quickly Mym can fill her dragon gauge, and that strength of course can be stacked with strength of wyrmprint to increase her strength furthermore. The second transformation and onwards, she'll transform into High Brunhilde instead, and her attack rate as High Brunhilde is increased by 15%. So yeah, rushing towards that first transformation should be her main goal in every quest since it gives her a tremendous power boost. Flameworm's Defiance gives 100% resistance to stun. The effect says when she gets hit by an attack that would have stunned her, the skill gauge on her skill 1 fills by 50%, and this can be activated once every 15 seconds. Okay, so the 100% stun res is nice of course for high Midgard trials, and that's pretty much it for now. The second part of the effect is pretty interesting. I posted a clip on my Twitter where I purposely got hit by all the weak stun attacks from high midgard just to gain that 50% skill gauge for Dragon Claws, right? I thought that was pretty cool during the moment, which is why I posted it. Then I realized that I probably could have gained the same amount of SP during the time that I got knocked down. The 5-tap combo for the lance actually comes out pretty quick, so I'm not sure if purposely getting knocked down is optimal. It would have been better if I did the mid-air quick get up instead of getting knocked down, but it still doesn't seem worth it to me to just purposely get hit. With a fully leveled Mym, it only takes 2 5-tap combos in order to fill her S1 completely full in the high midgard fight, so there's really not much incentive to take advantage of an effect like this. It would be much better to just dodge the stun attacks and do the 5-tap combo. That way you can fill her other skills as well and not just her S1. But I mean, high midgard does have a lot of unavoidable attacks that afflict stun, so Flamer's Defiance does help in that regard. And last but not least, she has Dragon Time, extends Dragon Time by 20%. Extended Dragon Time essentially means more Dragon health. She's going to be able to dish out Dragon damage much longer and also be able to soak more damage as well. Overall, Mym is an excellent and a very unique DPS character. We've never have gotten a character that has a kit similar to Mym's before, and I guess it makes sense since Mym is a great worm dragon after all. She's definitely a top flame character, no doubt about that, but the question is she worth summoning or spending Wyrmite for right now in this current Gala banner? For most players, I'm going to say no. I think the newer you are to the game, the more reason to summon. The reason is because there's really no need for Mym right now. High midgard is the endgame win content currently. He's super easy and Mym is just overkill for that fight. The only real reason to pull for her now is if you like the character, of course, or if you want to, I guess, have a flame character that will for sure be a safe and viable user for future win content. Remember guys, first anniversary is about 3 months away, so I think it's time to finally start thinking about saving for that event. If any of you guys are looking for wyrmprint setups, I'm going to post mine in the comments. I think this method is better so that I have the option to update it whenever new prints come out. Anyways, that's going to wrap things up here. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Good luck on your summons. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.